like to welcome y'all to the Tattoo Room Unfiltered. I'm the host with the most, Devon Leroy. Today we got another interesting guest coming to the stage, or actually to the couch. You know what I'm saying? My man's Clyde McLemore from Waukegan chapter of Black Lives Matter. He run it. I think he personally doing his thing out here and should be national leader if you ask me. So we gonna give it up to my man's Clyde and let y'all talk to him and hear what he talking about. How you doing today, Clyde?
All right.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah, no problem.
So, the first question I gotta ask everybody is just where you from? You know what I'm saying? What city
I'm
was
actually
you born
from
in?
Chicago.
Okay.
I came out here in '95 for drug treatment, and that's how I met a drug counselor that told me if I go back to Chicago, I'll use again. So I stayed, and I've been here ever since, going on almost 30 years.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah. See, my first thought, I thought you was born and raised here.
No, I wasn't born and raised here.
Okay.
I didn't even know nothing about Lake County until they told me I got a place. What I was trying to get into treatment, and they said I got a place for you to go. It's in Lake Villa. I thought that was some resort. I'm like, where the hell is Lake Villa? You know. So my mom and them brought me out here, and I saw some women there. Yeah. I was like, okay, cool.
So it was cool then.
It was cool, you know. Because if it was all men, I probably would have just, no, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, that ain't going to help your recovery too much. That's
so.
What's up. Yeah, I kind of, we came out here when they tore the buildings down. So I'm from Chicago too.
So when they tore what?
The buildings down, Taylor's, all the Taylors
on
Robert
State Taylor.
Street. Yeah, Ida B. Wells.
You know, I
and
come
all that.
from Ida B. Wells.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, 39th and Ellis.
I came 552 East 37 place.
Yeah, okay, yeah, see, we neighbors there.
Yeah, I
we
was
might
one
be
of the first
Little
Little Angels from Holy Angel School.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so I went to Catholic school, and they kicked me out when I was in the first grade.
Yeah, how you like the Catholic school?
They kicked me out when I was in the first grade. My grandmother was a straight up Catholic, so she made me go to Catholic school. And I guess I was a hood rat. I wasn't ready for it, you know. You know, so that's how that went, you know. I still don't remember what they kicked me out for, but they got me in public school. You know, that's when school was fun, though.
Yeah, back in the day.
I mean, school, you was learning things in school.
Yeah.
You know. I'm a lot older. I'm 64 years old.
Okay, and, you look good, man.
Thank you. And so that I was back in school in the 60s and 70s, late 60s, early 70s, you know. I graduated from high school in 77.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people wasn't even born then, you know.
Yeah,
that's when school was a lot of fun, you know. We had fun in school, you know. Most we did was maybe cut a class.
Yeah.
And if we got caught doing that, we got our butt whipped.
Yeah.
You know,
Now they got National Senior Ditch Day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's already in the books where they can just skip to school this day and continue on with it.
Right.
You know. So what I want to know, and a lot of people probably also want to know, what led you into being Black Lives Matter? Like what or the straw that broke the camel's back that led you to wanting to start up, not just in being involved, but like you actually started the chapter out here.
Well,
you know what I mean?
let me explain. I was originally a part of the Chicago chapter of Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
And what happened was Justice Howell got killed April 4th, 2015.
Yeah, I remember that.
And when Justice Howell, I was already an activist out here. So when Justice Howell got killed, the police allowed me to go on the site where he was shot at. And I saw some discrepancies. And at that time, Tom Rudd was the coroner, and he agreed with me with the discrepancies. So we started protesting. As you know, I'm the first black person that ever shut down that county building without going to jail. I shut it down on May 5/15/15. That was a day everybody wanted to get married and everything. We said, no, ain't shit going
Yeah.
on. We shut it down.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I had busloads of people come out from Chicago,
Yeah.
Milwaukee, and so it came together where, I don't know if you know, this boy named Charles Pitts, Ralph Peterson,
Yeah.
and Al Rogers, and myself were in the lead of all this shit. And we met at Al Rogers' office, and we said we need to start our own organization up here. Because we was getting other organizations to come out and support us.
Yeah.
So it's like we need to start our own organizations out here. And so what happened was the new Black Panther Party. Fred Hampton Jr. is a very good friend of mine. And I liked everything that they stood for and all their bylaws and everything. Yeah. So the new Black Panther Party was trying to get us to start a chapter here in Lake County. I went against that only because in 2015, black people would have said that ain't nothing but a gang.
Yeah, because of the way it's been painted in the past.
You're right. And even the white folks would have been louder.
Yeah, they'd have been right on it. Yeah,
it ain't nothing but a gang.
Yeah, they'd have been right on that one.
So we couldn't go Black Panther. So what I did is, since I was already a part of Black Lives Matter, a Chicago chapter, I met with the founders. And if you read the national guidelines for Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter started by 3 gay women, right? And they talked about a lot about black transvestites and gay people and gay rights and stuff. Which I don't have nothing against gay people, but I ain't gay, so
yeah, I don't have no problem with them. But I ain't gay.
When I met them, I was like, I'd like to start a chapter in Lake County, and I told Patrice Colliers, I said, I'm not gay. So can I start a chapter? And they laughed at me. And I was like, what's so funny? And they said, you didn't read everything. So it's like buying a car. When you buy a car, you know they get that little small writing that everybody usually miss, and they just sign their name to it. Yeah. There's small writing there, and if you read it, it's on the website, on the Black Lives Matter National website. And it says, if you want to start a chapter in your community, you can. Nobody owns the name Black Lives Matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you can. So chapters start opening up everywhere. Okay. So that made national not let a lot of people into the national, okay? Yeah. Because that's when I know you see the news where all the money, where LeBron James gave millions of dollars, George Soros gave millions of dollars. We never received a dime of that.
So the national and the locals are separate.
Well, it's an independent. We're independent.
Yeah, okay.
And
I am franchising the McDonald's.
Right.
Okay.
I am a regional director for the South, all of the South, Mississippi, Florida, Kenosha. I come up here to the Midwest, where Minnesota, Lake County, Joliet. So I'm the regional director.
Okay.
Because if you notice, there's not only but maybe 4 Black Lives Matter chapters that are brick and mortar.
Okay, with a physical location.
Right. Okay, so we are brick and mortar. Black Lives Matter started really in Al Rogers' office, and may God bless his soul. And then it was like my kitchen table. My kitchen table was so full to my family, we had to go buy another kitchen table to eat off of. And till my wife said, hey, you gotta get this shit out of the kitchen. Yeah. My office was the kitchen. Yeah. So that's why that's really how it started. And I do own the name Black Lives Matter Lake County.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. See now I own that name.
Yeah. But you don't want like others to come in because Lake County ain't that big. You know what I'm saying?
Lake County is pretty big.
But not big enough for 2 Black Lives Matter chapters. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? It's
I mean,
easier to
nobody
have it
owns
all
the
together.
name Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter. So, yeah, they can open up. You know, I have no
Yeah.
problem with that. Matter of fact, I would help another group to open up. As you know, long as they, I'll show them how to get their 501c3,
Yeah.
how to start their archives, how to start their mission statement and stuff like that. I mean, I had to learn a whole lot.
Yeah.
You know, this stuff they didn't teach me in school. You know,
Right,
so
right, yeah.
I
they don't
had to
teach you this
learn
in
a
school.
whole lot.
Yeah.
Today we are doing a lot of things, a lot more than what regular Black Lives Matter chapters do.
Yeah.
It's not so much as protesting, because you know, if you protest,
Yeah, now I've seen you do drives
well,
for the kids
we
and
do
all
food
that.
drives.
Yeah,
We just took 300 kids to the
Yeah, I
Sky
seen you do
Game
all
in
that, yeah.
Chicago. Next Saturday we will be bowling
Yeah.
for free at Bruttrick's Bowling Alley. Well, I got the whole bowling alley. Everything's free.
Yeah, and see, that's why I like what you do with Black Lives Matter.
And
You
we
know,
do mentorship classes and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm trying to, you know, bring family back. You know,
Yeah, that's what we need in the community. We most
what we
definitely need
don't
that family
have, when
structure.
I grew up, like you say, you grew up in Outer B. Wells. I grew up in
Yeah.
Outer B. Wells. How many people you knew in that block? Everybody knew who you was, didn't they?
Yeah, well, my grandma protected me a lot.
So my granny
I ain't
did
gonna lie
the
to you.
same.
My grandma wouldn't really let me go outside like that too much.
Well, everybody, you know, Outer B. Wells was like, you know,
Yeah,
the
it was
backyard.
small. Yeah, it
So
was real
everybody knew me.
small. Yeah, they knew who I
Yeah.
belonged to.
Yeah, they knew my grandmama. They knew everything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if I did something wrong, everybody.
Yeah,
when we
man,
look
they-
at
yeah, they telling
today,
my grandma then,
I
for
compare
sure.
that today. How many of people that live on a block know your next door neighbor to the right, know
Yeah.
your next door neighbor to the left?
Yeah, yeah.
How
That's
many
important.
of y'all done broke bread with these people? You
Mhm.
know, see, this is the thing that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bringing family together. That's the only way. They say that in order to raise a child that's through a village, that's the only way you could be a village.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta be. I don't want to say friendly, but you gotta be cordial.
Yeah, you
with
got
the
to.
people around.
Well,
You know, so have some
actually,
type of understanding
right,
of what people going through sometimes.
Right.
Before you just jump to the conclusions.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I mean, when we grew up, we had teachers that came to your house when you fucked up.
That's what. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, they came. I remember Miss Barnett, my 4th grade teacher. She would come to my house.
Yeah, and that's because they cared.
You
But they don't just come with the bad news. They kick some good news
Right.
too, though.
But now you have teachers now. All they do is want to suspend our children,
Yeah.
sending them to the school to prison pipeline, and that's
Yeah.
another mission of mine that I would love to stop.
Yeah, the school to prison pipeline.
Oh yes.
What,
yeah.
What's your thoughts on any solutions for that?
Well, first of all, we need to get black teachers in there.
I agree. Most
Uh,
definitely.
one of the things I remember, we had, when I went to school, we had black assistant principal, Mr. Felter. I'm talking about grammar school. Mr. Hopper was the gym teacher. You know, I went to Willard, so that was on 62nd Street. And we had black men that we looked up to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have black men that's in teaching right now.
Yeah. Nah.
Now, when I went to Africa, I went over to Africa. I went to I went to West Africa in Ghana. I stayed in the village of Kamaski.
Yeah.
And when I was there, that's a Ashanti village. And I visited the schools there.
Yeah.
And there were black men teaching. And they were teaching not just first, second grade, 'cause they put all the kids in one. And they were, I mean, this office is bigger than one schoolroom. They were
Okay.
like in a garage with no lighting and stuff. They used the light from the sun.
Yeah.
And I sat in the classroom, and they were learning college stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and so we got these human resources at these school districts who say, well, we can't get black teachers. They don't want to come up. We go to the HBUs. All HBUs, most of them are in the South. No, they don't want to come here to the goddamn cold. It's get cold here. Full snot run out your nose and make it to your mustache. It's icicles. No, they don't want
water
to come
coming
here.
out your eyes.
But you want to go to Spain
yeah,
and get Spanish speaking teachers for the brown people. I have no problem with that. But why can't you go to Africa and bring them to this country? Now they would come because their pay would be a lot better than what they making in Africa.
but the thing I found with a lot of Africans, they kind of got something against us
No, that's
in
not
America.
true.
From
That's not
my
true.
perspective, is what I've seen.
This is what
what they want us to
mainstream
believe in.
has had us to believe.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to Africa.
Yeah.
They made me feel very welcome.
Well,
They
that's
knew-
what I'm saying. Like
they knew
when
I
we
was
go there, it's cool, but when they come here, it's a little like
it's-
maybe they disappointed in us or something.
No,
like we
maybe
could do
that.
better.
Maybe that.
You
I
know what
don't
I'm
see
saying?
that because how I got to Africa
Mhm.
was that I met an African in New York,
Yeah.
and me and him stayed in contact.
Mhm.
And I used to always tease him, man, I ain't going to Africa. They got tiger, lions, and bears. And he said, you need to take a trip. He hooked the whole trip up for me.
Yeah.
All I had to do was pay.
Yeah.
You know, so when I got off the plane, there were people there to pick me up.
Mm.
They took me to the
Yeah, that's
village of
amazing. I like that,
Kamaski. My hotel was paid for.
Yeah.
I stayed in the hotel and everything. And the whole village was just like friendly.
Yeah.
You know, and they knew I was American. I'm like, why y'all know I'm American? And I look just like you.
Or it's just the way you act.
No, they told me because I had an earring in my ear. Men don't
Oh.
pierce their ear. And I took that diamond out of my ear and I haven't wore earrings since.
What?
Yes.
Hey.
Men do not pierce their.
I had mine pierced, but I lost one of them, and it was an expensive one, so I just threw the other one away. I ain't worn none since, though.
So that's how they knew I was American. Plus,
Yeah.
I smoked cigarettes.
He
Because
said
they
he
don't
doing a
smoke
few
on-
things we don't do
Yeah,
over here,
shit,
man.
There's some things that they just don't do.
Yeah, that's what's happening, though, man. I appreciate that one. Yeah, that's a good story to learn from everybody, because that was like my mom when she first went to Africa. She was like, it's not as poor as they try to make it seem like.
Oh no, they live good.
Yeah, that's what she said. She
But I
was like,
mean-
they had manicured grasses, pools in the backyards, and
Well,
all sorts of stuff.
I lived in Kamaski and $500, 500 US dollars will buy you some land.
Mm. Yeah,
They build their own houses.
yeah,
Some of them got running water, some of them don't.
yeah.
But they build, they make their own bricks, they build their own houses on
Yeah.
that land. They don't have to pay no taxes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Once they buy that land,
it's theirs.
it's theirs.
Yeah, that's how it should
You know,
be though.
it ain't no taxation and
Man,
you
said
gotta
for the
pay
500, I might be
mortgage and
moving.
all this shit. No, that's theirs.
Yeah, you said for the 500, I might be moving.
Yeah, they got, you know, and,
Like over here, we don't make our own houses,
yeah.
which is easy. You know, like the math problem that I was doing the PEMDAS, like you just told me, that's for construction. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of our people can't do it. And so that kind of explains, like, I bet they could do it over there, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they're very, very,
Yeah.
very smart over
Yes,
there.
and
The
that's what I
children
think
now.
we got to get to here. You know what I'm saying? Take some of that. But see, that's also why I believe in you as the leader for Black Lives Matter, man. Because for as far as I've seen, the national, I never really heard no good news. Like my first introduction, it was with the marching, and so that's what I thought it was about like the protection
Well,
of black people. But like
the
you said,
media-
it was like the homosexual community, but black version of
Now
it.
let me explain something on that. I learned a lot. I was asked to come down and speak for
Mhm.
the gay at the gay thing, so I went, right?
Yeah.
And me and another member went, and I learned so much about the killings of black transvestites by police officers.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know. I learned about New York, how they had a club and the police came in and wiped them. I was like, wow, all
But
this
they
because
shot the
they
club up?
Yeah, well, they came in and killed, shut down the club. It was a big riot, and that's how a lot of gay rights started.
Yeah.
You know, that was the home base of it. You know, I met some speakers, very intelligent speakers, that were gay and everything like that. I was like, wow, you know, I thought that was, you know, very interesting because I'm always willing to learn something. 'Cause I didn't know nothing about it, you know.
Yeah, but like to me, your sexual preference doesn't determine what you can do in life. It doesn't determine your value as a human,
Right.
or you know, it's your intelligence level. You know what I'm saying? And I
Well,
think that's what a lot of people get confused. Is
I think people.
it's a sexual preference to me.
I think people have a thing about, okay, because some people, I had posted on my page when I went to that gay thing, and it was like, man, what you doing at a gay, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah, that's the
I
fear,
don't
the
have no fear because I know. I'm a hoe. I like women. I love
you
me
comfortable
some.
in yourself.
I
Yeah.
love me some women. You know what I give a fuck
Ain't never
about.
lie, man.
You know, now you give me a gay woman and we can have, but that's off course. But I have no problem, and now and some of the issues and the posts that I was reading, I was wondering, do these people have problems with gay people because they have some underlying intent?
And that was the same discussion I was having with somebody, because he posted that he wasn't gonna take his son to see the Little Mermaid, but the first time I was hearing about the new Little Mermaid, they've changed. The white people was complaining because they changed the characters to black. Right. And
Now you know what? I want to see it just because it's a black.
But Buddy like, man, I'm not taking my son to see this. So I asked him, I'm like, did you see Wakanda Forever? He wouldn't answer it. So, because to me, Wakanda Forever is a black princess running everything. The Black Panther became a princess. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference?
Now, I haven't seen that one yet. I've been trying to see.
And I didn't go see it, but I seen it because they was telling me that they think that the Mayans part was in the sea could be accurate as to what happened in real life with the Mayans.
Well, you know, the women was the strongest in Africa. They were the strongest soldiers that were out there. I learned a lot about that.
Yeah,
Because if you ever go,
had a whole his security team was all women.
Yeah, if you ever go to Cape Coast, which is where they, where the door of no return is, and they got a castle there built, and on this side of the wall they got all the African leaders, and they got this little woman. She wasn't no more than 6 feet tall. I mean, 4 feet tall, and on this side they got all the black leaders like Martin Luther King, Noble Drew Ali, all them.
Yeah.
So my tour guide was there, and they were telling me who each and every one and how they did, and I was telling them who these people was, like Muhammad Ali, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, all them. So I thought it was a very interesting learning experience. And I would advise anybody, if they got any kind of income, put it on your bucket list. Yeah. Go visit your home.
Oh yeah, we go. I got my pass. If my passport should have been here.
I got my passport. I keep my passport because I don't never know when I'm going back. But I know I am returning. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I die, I want to be cremated and my ashes spread over there.
In Africa?
Yeah, I don't want my.
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard
my ashes spread over there.
Yeah. But that. In parting from this earthly, you know what I'm saying, we always want our wishes respected too, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's a good thing to do. Because my first trip probably going to be to Egypt. Like, I just want to go see them pyramid walls firsthand. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on.
I never been to that part or South Africa. I would love to go do that too.
Yeah, or the Congo. You know what I'm saying? I go to the jungle on them.
I like lions.
Yeah, me too.
I like lions, and you know what? Lion. I've been watching them on social media, and Indians train lions. They friends. They pets because they can have exotic animals.
Yeah.
you know, and it don't look like lions attack humans.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think
You
they
have
do.
to be aggressive to them for
Yeah,
them to
exactly.
be aggressive to
Yeah.
you know. So I would love to go to Africa, to the Congo.
Yeah, I know in Africa they got hyenas for pets. In Africa, I know that
I ain't
for a
fucking
fact.
with no hyena.
I'm not either, but they
Them
do got them as
motherfuckers, I
pets.
heard
They walking around like dogs, man.
I heard he was
Yeah.
he was something else.
I seen it. They had a music video. Buddy had a couple hyenas as
Yeah,
pets.
I heard I heard they something else, man.
Yeah. So, what's your future plans for the Black Lives Matter Lake County chapter?
Well, we're getting ready to. We already brick and mortar. The mayor here in Waukegan talked to the landlord and us losing our building. So we don't have our building no more. So we're renting offices over here at 2504 Washington Street, and right across the street from St. Therese Hospital.
Yeah, that's
Which
unfortunate.
We have offices over there. We have a podcast studio over there, and we want to teach podcasts. We want to do an at-risk intervention where I can find me about 5 or 10 guys, little boy, young men, who's at risk.
Yeah.
And we want to bring them in. If they complete a 6-week course, we want to take them to a civil rights museum down in Alabama, which is another positive trip, so they can see
that's gonna change
what
their
our
mind.
people have, what our ancestors have worked and been through. Then we have a girls 16 to 17 years old mentorship class. No men is allowed in the building. So I'm about ready to move. I'm moving in June. My office over to Lake Bluff. I'm going to I'm going in the white folks' neighborhood.
Hey man.
But I'm going to keep these offices.
Yeah. I mean, it's just you got to keep moving.
Right.
To me, it's unfortunate that the mayor would do that to you,
Oh,
especially
well, she's
other,
white.
But other businesses that she keep it open, that's not conducive to the community. She gonna help keep them open, but
Well,
yours she want to close.
I'm the mayor's biggest thorn in her side.
Yeah.
And because I supported her,
Mhm.
and she turned out to be, white folks got a gene inside them.
Yeah.
And I don't care how nice they be,
Yeah.
that gene will come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a snake gene.
I mean, this lady, she marched with us when Marcella Sinet died. She was out there and everything. But then she's so scared of black and brown people. She's got City Hall locked down like it's a jail. You got to have a code to get on the elevator to go to the second floor. That's not her City Hall.
Yeah.
That's the citizens' City Hall. People here in Waukegan pay taxes. I ain't never heard of you can't go upstairs.
Yeah.
Now I can understand her office upstairs being locked.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can go anywhere in that building.
It's public space.
And even in a city council meeting, she now put a banner up where you can't go. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely going up there.
She's scared of black and brown people.
Yeah, and that's not gonna help her out in her leadership role.
So she's got to go.
Yeah.
She's got to go.
I always wanted Sam to stay. Like
Well, Sam got kind of cocky.
I can understand it.
Sam got cocky, but Sam knows now
Yeah.
what he did.
Yeah.
Sam knows he got cocky. I would, if the election was today, I would support Sam.
Yeah.
He knows that what he did. It's just like Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
She was cocky.
Oh man,
she was
cocky
cocky.
ain't the word. But the thing though, to me, they replaced her with a black person still.
Well,
And that's what I think we should at least
Brandon Johnson was boots on the ground.
Yeah.
He was out there with us. I know
Yeah.
Brandon personally. He was out there with us when we were fighting with the deaths in the county jail in Cook County.
Okay, yeah.
By him being a Cook County commissioner, he sacrificed and came out and was boots on the ground with us.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I ain't gonna say, well, Ann Taylor, she was boots on the ground with us. Eric Reinhardt, he was boots on the ground with us. But as soon as they got in office, that white gene, as you say, the snake gene, came out, and they ain't who they said they would go be.
Yeah, nah, they already got an agenda.
You
You know what
know,
I'm saying? Their agenda is in place before they even come to
but
us.
see,
They
people
trying
don't
to take
realize
over.
that the black vote matters. You know,
Yeah.
It didn't work for me,
Yeah.
but because even though I won my election with 43,000 votes, they won't seat me.
Yeah. What election you run for?
I ran for regional school board trustee,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and they won't seat me.
Why not?
They said that this was the thing, that people voted for me, but I ran in the wrong district. That somebody was already seated in that district, but you had a chance to take. You had a chance
Yeah.
to take me off, knock me off the ballot. You could have stopped this,
Yeah.
but you let me go all the way out to the election. As
Mhm.
soon as I win the seat,
Yeah.
you say you come. So it's a
That's 'cause
court
they didn't
case.
think you
I
was
go
gonna
to
win.
court on that.
Yeah.
On
They
August
didn't
14th.
think you was gonna win, so they was just gonna
Yeah.
let it, you know what I'm saying? That's what that was.
Right.
Yeah.
Not and the show not win by 43,000.
Right. Then when they seen that, it was just like, oh no, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you see that in the national elections too.
Well, see, I don't owe anybody,
Yeah.
and I don't get in the bed with these politicians. And they know that. You know, I'll friend you, but soon as you turn on the people,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on you, because and a lot of people don't like my presentation.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm hood. I'm gonna tell you like it is, and
Yeah,
I'm not
straight
gonna
shooting.
bite my tongue.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard, well, Clyde, you could be more presentable. No, I'm not here to make you feel comfortable in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, now you just want to get
You
the
know,
facts and the truth
and
out.
people don't realize
Yeah.
that. You know, we just gotta stay focused on the surface, not focus on.
Yeah.
Oh well, he said that wrong. There's no right or wrong when somebody's doing. I mean, no
Yeah.
right or wrong way to express what somebody's doing wrong. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, man, I ain't gonna keep you too long, man. I know we probably got a nice little minute here anyway, but shit, anytime you want to come back, man, you know you're welcome.
Anytime you invite me back,
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be calling you all the time. I got plenty more questions for you, man.
Well, you know, all right. Well, I mean, I appreciate it, and I like your setup, and
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate that too.
let me know, man. I'm willing to help in any way I can.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, for sure. Do you want to tell the people they can reach you at and get any contacts?
They can reach me at Black Lives Matter Lake County at 2504 Washington Street. That's right on Macquarie in Washington, cross street from St. Therese at Suite 308. My phone number is 847-344-2540. Or you can email me at CLYDE Clyde McLemore MCLEMORE at ymail.com.
What's Ymail?
Ymail is like
like Gmail, but with a Y?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Ymail. Right.
All right, for sure, man. All right, man. I appreciate that.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, this phone ringing. I can't.
I appreciate y'all for stopping through the Tattoo Room Unfiltered. Another spectacular interview. Hey, I want y'all to live as long as y'all want and never want as long as y'all live. Plenty much love. Yeah, that was it pretty much, man.